Hello there, it's Tuesday, and that means sales training. Now, as a salesperson, the question I want us to ask ourselves today is how long do we really work in a given day? Like today, you clocked in at 8, you clock out at 4 or 5, but how many hours did you really work? Like, yes, it was like 10 or 8 or whatever hours, but how many hours did you really spend talking to client? Did you really spend prospecting? How many hours did you really spend face to face with a client? Ear to ear with a client on a phone call? Because what happens to most of us, statistics has said like most salespeople work less than 2 hours in a day. Just imagine. Like between 8 and 4 or 5, depending on your work schedule, you only called people, you only did sales work for 2 hours. The others, yeah, you are writing down some stuff, you are taking coffee, you're checking WhatsApp, you're just here and there, not really doing sales activities. And so it even goes to all other professionals, but like as a salesperson, your job description is you should be in front of a client. So the question is, how many hours did you spend today in front of a client? Not traveling to see a client, not planning on what you say when you're with a client, not rehearsing, no, talking to a client, filling the application forms. How many hours did you honestly spend with a client? And so at the end of the day, if you look at your call logs, you find okay, you talked to 15 people today, but 5 of them are maybe 7 of them are family and friends. So you only talked to 8 prospects today, and each of those calls were 2 minutes long. That's 16 minutes. Yeah. At the end of the day, how long do you really work? The planning you can do after 5, the planning of what you will do tomorrow and how everything will go, that you can do after 5 or early before 8 if you get in early. But the question is when the time clicks 8 or whatever time you start, how many clients do you talk to? And of course, we know sales is a numbers game, right? So let's work with the numbers. How many people can you call in 1 hour? Of course, depending on your clientele, how many people can you call in 1 hour? How many follow-ups can you make? How many texts can you send? So that at the end of the day, man, when you're at work, you're working, and you know that you reached out to so many people. You know that you called on so many people. At the end of the day, you must be sure that you did work for 8 hours, not for 3 hours, not for 2 hours, and absolutely not for 1 hour. Most of us, we take lunch and breakfast way more than we work. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But so as a salesperson, just be sure you're prospecting, you're following up, you're talking to clients, you're reaching out, you're sharing your sales materials, you are doing the work all day long. If there is planning, if there is filling of forms that don't require the clients, if there is this and that, you can do them early in the morning or late in the evening, but then during the day, the question is, how long did you really work? By work, I don't mean when you are in that meeting with your manager and everything. That is not a sales work. Sales job responsibility number 1 is you be face to face with a client, ear to ear with a client. So, how long did it take you? Thank you for spending some time with me. Subscribe to this channel, of course, for more content. We engage, we learn, we grow as salespeople. It will be amazing. See you.